Today in this video, we will look at the data centers of big companies. Make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video to know how these big companies maintain crucial data in the service of the data centers. Number 4. Amazon's data center. Just as one tech-savvy would expect from Amazon, high fences, guards, and multiple layers of intrusion detection systems, the most obvious of which are cameras, are all present in the data center located in Loudoun County, Northern Virginia. Simply said, access is restricted and security is strong. Following that is the location of critical systems such as backup power, fire suppression, and most critically, HVAC, or air conditioning. To avoid overheating, these numerous servers will require regular monitoring of ambient temperature and humidity. Finally, it is where all of the servers are stored. Security is significantly tighter here, with Amazon taking all necessary precautions to detect and prevent data breaches. The security aspect includes a covert network of intrusion detection devices and even more rigorous screening procedures for everyone entering or exiting. Alarms are activated even if something insignificant occurs. Multi-factor electronic control devices are installed at all access points. If a data breach, whether physical or virtual, is even suspected, the relevant server is disabled and shut down automatically. This data center houses 80,000 servers. Initially, Amazon relied on off-the-shelf servers. However, the company gradually proceeded to design its own single-depth servers, which were meticulously optimized for airflow in the buildings running Amazon software. Since acquiring Israeli business Annapurna, Amazon has even developed its own Graviton chipsets. These processors also employed a power-saving ARM architecture. Additionally, these provide a 40% increase in price and performance. A single standard size rack in an Amazon data center can accommodate 11 petabytes of storage, or 1 million gigabytes, and custom ASACs powered routers, which have 128 ports and 25 gigabit Ethernet connectivity. Cooling is a top priority, and Amazon, particularly in Loudoun County, Virginia, set out to use as much recycled water as possible to reduce environmental effects. The local utility, Loudoun Water, is glad to have this reclaimed water at a reasonable price, and Amazon pays a significant tax in this area. These keep pipes from being clogged with mineral debris, which cause a lot of trouble and delays. The company's even begun creating its own power substations to make it easier to provide enough power to computers and keep those critical racks humming along at all times. And that is how Amazon maintains its data centers. Number 3. Google's data center. Although not much is revealed about any particular Google data center, you can expect a Google data center to be an enormous facility that includes big drives, computer nodes grouped in aisles or racks, internal and external networking, environmental controls, primarily cooling and humidification control, and operation software to supply Google's servers, especially as concerns load balancing and fault tolerance. Although there is no official data on the number of servers in Google data centers, it has been estimated in a July 2016 research that Google has 2.5 million servers at the time. As the company develops its capacity and upgrades its hardware, this number will fluctuate. Google has been using a substantially customized version of Debian Linux since 2014. In 2013, they gradually moved away from a Red Hat-based system. According to Google, the electricity power used in its data centers around the world ranges from 500 to 681 megawatts. In 2008, the aggregate computing power of these computers could have been anywhere between 20 and 100 petaflops. The private side of the network is kept a secret, but according to a recent Google revelation, the wide area network is developed using purpose-manufactured high-radiant switch routers with a capacity of 128 10-gigabyte Ethernet ports. Google developed the majority of the software stack that runs on their servers. C++, Java, Python, and more recently, Go, are preferred above other programming languages, according to a well-known Google employee. Google's most energy-efficient data centers maintain a temperature of 35 degrees Fahrenheit, with no electricity-powered air conditioning. Google said in December 2016 that beginning in 2017, it would acquire enough renewable energy to meet 100% of its data center and office energy needs. With contracts totaling 2.6 gigawatts, 2,600 megawatts of wind and solar energy, Google will become the world's largest corporate buyer of renewable power. Before we move on to the next data center, we would appreciate it if you give the video a thumbs up if you are enjoying it. Please also consider sharing and subscribing to the channel. That would be fantastic. Number 2. Microsoft's data center. Microsoft's Chicago data center is one of the largest Microsoft data centers worldwide. 2,400 tons of copper, 3,400 tons of steel, 26,000 cubic yards of concrete, and 190 miles of conduit were used to construct the data center. The ground level of the building is designed to host up to 56 containers, each filled with 1,800 to 2,500 servers in the first phase. A more traditional server room, consisting of racks of servers with cool air pouring up from a raised floor, may be found on the second floor of the Chicago data center. Although Microsoft prefers to use natural air whenever possible, chillers are used to keep the servers cold on hotter days. With 7.5 miles of chilled water piping, it's possible to keep everything cool. Despite its size, the data center is overseen by a small team of 30 to 45 people, including housekeeping and security personnel. Even with all its energy-saving features, the data center's initial phase can scale up to 30 megawatts of vital power. Containers will eventually host 2/3 of the data center's servers, with the remaining servers housed in traditional server room upstairs. Microsoft plans to invest $500 million in the Chicago data center over time, making it one of several existing or planned data centers. Although the Bing posters that cover the second-floor server room suggest one probable usage, Microsoft isn't revealing which servers are being handed out of Chicago. This location is unquestionably accessible to inexpensive, plentiful power, water, and other essential materials. There is no external identification since Microsoft does not want to draw attention to itself. Even on the interior, it's difficult to determine which building it is unless you look closely at a couple of art pieces that say they're from Microsoft's collection. Number 1. Apple's Data Center. Apple's Reno Data Center is one of the company's largest data centers worldwide. The facility, which covers 1.1 million square feet on 1,700 acres of land, is still growing. The Reno Data Center employs around 100 people. Apple's Reno Data Center has a network room which is used as a key network hub for the data center. Multiple data halls are connected via passageways that run along the center of the facility. A spine connects to 5 clusters in each building. Employees work in one of the data center's hot aisles, installing servers. Temperatures in a hot aisle can reach 105 degrees Fahrenheit. A cold aisle with confinement cubes is available. There are 2 rows in each enclosure, with a hot aisle in the middle. Depending on the ambient temperature, the cold aisle might be anywhere from 65 to 80 degrees. This is done in order to save electricity. A 150-foot cooling room filtration wall is included. Before being supplied to the data rooms, the filters pull in external air that is filtered on 2 levels. Hot air from the server aisles is combined with cold air from the outside in the amply titled mixing room. The cleaning room is where the final stage of the cooling process takes place. Before entering a data room, this chamber ensures that the air is always at the same temperature. Apple's Reno Data Center also has a switchgear room. Backup generators can be controlled from these switchgear rooms in the event of a power outage. The Reno Apple Data Center has backup generators in case of a power loss. At the Apple Reno Data Center, the generators are massive. The Apple Data Campus is still growing. Apple has boosted its commitment to $2 billion since launching the initial $1 billion facility. The 1.1 million square foot data center campus is fully complete. Renewable energy, primarily solar, provides 100% of the facility's power. That's all for today. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content. Let us know what you think about your data being stored in these data centers in the comments below. Until next time.